So anybody that's been following me knows that a little while ago I had made the fuel line and the air intake line on my bike both pink, right? So these lines you see over here, that line right there, that line over there, they were all like fucking fluorescent pink. They were all they were all made out of this right here. So I took that off this evening because my buddy inspired me to use. I don't have any more pieces. To use the tubing that you use underneath sinks, right? This stuff. So what I did with these is one end had, I believe, 3/4, and the other end had, I don't know what the fuck it had, maybe 5/8 or something. So I cut them off, and what I was gonna do, this is why I saved these, is what I'm going, and I'm still going to. I'm going to keep this mesh on the outside and the tubing on the inside, and I'm going to attach that right to probably right about there, so that this piece has that at each end, right? And then same thing with this, it's going to be basically the same as that. So it's going to have this at this end, and then that will be attached right about there for that end. And that's how I'm going to attach my fuel line. So right here, where right now I just have the mesh rough. So I put zip ties around it so it doesn't keep fraying. And my hose clamps are underneath it, my pressure clamps. What I'm going to use is I'm going to end up using that. So for right now, I no longer have pink on the bike. Now it's all fucking chrome and shit, which is all right. And other thing I did, I put the trunk on permanently, painted up all the aluminum edging, so it's just the chrome corners and shit. I put a little 8 ball there and a little spike. You can see the spike right here. What it is, this spike had two O-rings that were set into it, and then it had that 8 ball on the top. And what it is, it's a universal cork for like wine bottles or whatever. But I ended up obviously undoing that. Just wanted something to do with it, so I decided I'd put it there where the chain guard mount used to be, and then where the other piece of the chain guard mount used to. So did that the other day. This is one of those things that you could attach inside of your vehicle to like the air vent or whatever, to have your phone magnet to. So I just have it stuck on here so that like if I ever need to take off any bolts or nuts or anything, they can stick to that magnetically. Um, because it, oh, well, I guess there's not enough ferrous metal inside of that, because it's magnetic, so I can stick a few nuts and bolts to it. I'm gonna end up running over that in the morning. I can stick a few nuts and bolts to it, and they'll stay. So that's something that I stuck there, and then you probably already seen this. I did the little spider thing there. Now here's something that I realized the other day when I was looking at the owner's manual for this bike. Finally, well, not for the bike, for the motor. This did not need to be up here. You can see there's holes all around the thing. So I could have this here, I could have it here, I could have it here, I could put it anywhere I wanted. Now I had it up top because originally there was a little hoop that came out here that held that into it. Now the rope had started to fray right where that was, and then eventually that little ringlet broke off. So I ground it flat, stuck this decal on over it. Now I decided it would just be better to have it here because up here you got gravity that wants to make it hang down like that. Plus, I'm pulling straight up. Pulling backwards works a lot better. So I adjusted that. That's fucking much cooler. Finally got the garage door opener to the garage because although I've been using the garage, I have not had the fucking garage door opener. Now I have it. Still don't remember to shut the garage door every time I fucking leave. The other day, I had these tassels I made myself, so I figured out that I didn't need aluminum tape around them like I had. I could knot them. Now it was difficult to get both of them knotted symmetrically, but mirror image of one another. Then I put these little skulls on there with a dab of super glue so they don't come off because I didn't want knots on there. Got them on there. I found this little T Rex guy on the side of the road a few days ago, and he's battery powered. His head will turn side to side, jaw opens, eyes open and close. But I didn't want that, so I just wrapped his tail around the bottom. I gotta shut my headlight off. So I got him up there. He's just my little mascot. You've got mail. What the fuck am I doing here? Is my light shorting out on me? What is happening here? Why is it doing that? Yeah, it's all the way off. I don't know. So did that. My decals are still holding up good. Went by my buddy's house the other day. He gave me this little emblem. My other buddy, who was in my club, gave me that necklace. So that's cool. And my buddy that gave me that necklace, he's really good at circuitry. So he gave me these little flashers that I'm gonna sink into here for blinkers. Gonna wire them up to my blinkers that I have in the back there. But we're gonna do it because he's fucking smart with this shit. If we did it so the front and back flashed at the same time, it would take twice the voltage because it's two bulbs at once. But if you have it alternate so that it goes front, back, front, back, front, back, it's only using the voltage of one bulb at a time. Fucking smart, dude. So we're gonna rig that up. Um, we are going to rig up my my light plate there inside of this to have this mounted mounted here. Obviously painted black, but mounted, and then there's a space for the switch and the wires in the back. So that'll be good. So I'll be able to turn on everything all at once. I'll be able to control it all with my little button there. And we're gonna save the solar panel. We're just gonna move it to the back by the license plate, so it'll be back here. Um, so that'll be awesome. So I'll have the two flashers there. I'll have two flashers in the mirrors. I'm going to have a flasher on each side of that little box that I just showed you. So there'll be one on each mirror, one on each side of the light. There's going to be these two, and then there's going to be two more down by the license plate. So that's going to be fucking cool. He really knows what he's doing. So that's going to be fucking awesome. And I'm just giving him some shit too. The tailpipe that I put on. I have an extra one I'm going to give him. The front fork with suspension. I got one of those. I got my old Honda handlebars with all the electrical holes already drilled in them and all that shit. Some other things. So we're gonna work together, and both of our bikes are gonna be fucking amazing. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully everyone has a fucking amazing day, um, as opposed to have whatever kind of day you want to, and be safe and fucking be you.